Eversoul is about to global release in a few hours. We're going to go over kind of a tier list for this game since this game has not been released anywhere else in the world. So we're all going to learn this game as we play it. It is supposed to have an infinite reroll, which means you can just reroll and reroll till you get the hero that you want. But these are some of the top heroes that we know from the abilities that we have that you can start your account with, power level that hero up, and get further in the game. And of course, we'll have more videos talking about all these heroes as the game progresses. For the humans, Catherine is an insane healer. She'll give you shields as well, increased defense. She'll also buff your physical and magic defense, and then she'll give you invincibility. Gives allies a shield that absorbs damage equal to the percentage of her max HP. She does this again over here with heals. She'll give you increased defense for a period of time, along with giving that magic and physical defense increase. Pray for the safety of your allies while Catherine is praying. Bless the area around her to make her allies invincible and restore HP. Now, this is the area around her. We're going to have to see how big that is, but already sounds like a very powerful hero to start your game with to keep everybody else alive, as long as you get some good damage dealers. Jade is on the list here as a support. She doesn't sound that crazy to me. She does increase the RNG of your allies, but it's not every single ability they have. It's sub skills here by 50%. Increase the activation chance of allies sub skills by 50%, though she does deal damage and stun all enemies, which of course stuns are always really strong. Damage to enemies with the highest attack and charms him. That's pretty damn strong too, to charm their highest attacker. And then she just has 2 damaging moves. Out of these 2, Catherine looks way better to me than Jade, but maybe there's somebody that's really powerful in this game that has a sub skill with an activation rate of say 50%. And then we can increase that to another 50% and then 20% here. So yeah, then she could be really powerful if she's paired with the right ally. On to the beast, we have Ira. She can do more damage as long as her HP is over a certain percent. She can heal herself, and then she can do debuffs to the enemy. Here she's going to do an attack in a 3-meter radius and restore HP. The skill deals additional damage based on the percentage of her attack and her max HP. Here she does damage, and she'll do additional damage if she's above 50% of her HP. The power of the rune weakens enemies and inflicts debuffs on the nearest enemies and reduces their defense, physical resistance, and magical resistance for a period. Runes of life and death, she's going to deal damage plus stun somebody. She'll do more damage if she's above 50% HP, and if she's lower than 50%, she's going to restore some HP. So it sounds like a pretty good frontline person for me to have. Suny is a defender. She removes buffs from the enemies, shields herself, and then her passive makes your healers better. Sudden death sounds interesting because it summons a ship that deals damage based on the target's defense to the nearest enemy and a 3.5 meter radius around him, and removes all buffs from the damaged target. So that sounds pretty interesting, that you're doing damage based off of their defense. That could be strong. Deals damage based on the target's defense again and knocks them down. Also creates a shield for herself. Stay brave even in the face of overwhelming enemies. When Suny is on the battlefield, all allies receive increased healing. So this is a support that I probably would not start the game with. Like, I wouldn't re-roll for her because it sounds like she's going to help out with our healers. She is doing damage to people that have high defense. That could be really cool for bosses. But for me to start the game, definitely not one I'm going to go after. I would go after Arya because she can heal herself, do damage, do more damage. If she's lower than 50%, then she's going to heal herself on Rune of Life and Death, plus Rune of Life over here. So that would be somebody that I could see myself starting the game with, really power leveling her up higher than my other heroes to start with, so that I have that main strong one and then get really far in the game so we get better resources. Talia with the fairies is another hero, but she can also restore MP. We need MP to activate our abilities, so I don't know if it's somebody I would start the game with and actually use my infinite reroll to pick, but she does sound strong. She sounds like somebody I would want later on in the game for sure to get that additional MP so that we can keep using and activate our abilities over and over and over. It really depends on what else I would pull with her. I'll leave the link down below, of course, like I said earlier, so you guys can read over her abilities if you want to read over them more. I want to look at this caster here and see what she's got going on. Summon a tornado at the nearest enemy, dealing damage to him in a 4-meter area and then knocking the target into the air. Skills deal additional damage based on the number of wind blade stacks. See, this sounds fun to me. You know, damage dealers always sound fun. Envelop the furthest ally from Vivian with a wind breeze. Wind breeze continuously deals damage to enemies within a 2.5 radius. Magic makes everyone better. She's restoring her MP faster, so she's doing more, activating her skills more often, doing more damage. I like that. Send wind blades at the nearest enemy, dealing damage to him in a 1.5 area behind him. Gain a stack of wind blade after using the skill that increases Vivian's critical chance by 5% up to 3 stacks, 15%. The skill deals additional damage based on the number of wind blade stacks. Gives all allies a wind blessing, increasing their haste for a certain period of time. Okay, so this girl looks really powerful. She increases haste, which means we're going to attack more often, do more damage. Plus, she's giving more MP to herself to activate her abilities more often. So this is somebody I actually might reroll for. Nini is a caster for the undead that can inflict not 1, but 2 dots and also silence the enemy. Okay, that sounds nice. While dots and debuffs combined is a common among undead faction, that makes Nini stand out is the fact that she increases her MP regen, so she will use her activated skills faster compared to other characters. All right, that's what we talked about on our last caster there. Throws continuous talismans toward the enemy, dealing damage to him in a 2.5 radius around him. Damage targets are inflicted with silence. That's actually pretty damn nice. We throw a small Tai Chi sign, deals damage to the enemy, and reduces their MP defense for a short period of time. So obviously she's doing magic damage, do more damage. Gains a buff that restores MP faster. Throws a sealed talisman to the nearest enemy, silencing them again, dealing damage around them. Damage targets are inflicted with freeze and burn debuffs. So now that could be good. I don't know exactly what the freeze and burn debuff does, but she still looks cool. But I still think I have my eye on this little lady right here. All right, going over to Petra in the Undead is a defender who can steal enemies' HP and give it to herself. Trap one enemy in CC and increase the damage he takes from all sources. On top of that, shield her whole team. Whoa. Traps the soul of the enemy with the highest attack in a lantern for a certain period of time. The trapped enemy receives 30% of the damage that she takes. This cannot be avoided. Nice. If there's no allies near her, she'll get increased defense. If there's allies near her, she'll get increased attack. Absorbs HP from the enemies within 3 meters equal to the percent of their max HP equal to 300% of her attack. Again, strong stuff to make sure that we get our life back and that we CC one and do damage to them that they cannot avoid from damage that she takes, and then gets either increased defense, say that we power level her up and she's our main, everybody else dies, but she's carrying us through. She gets increased defense then. If there are allies around, she gets increased attack. Release the souls trapped in the lantern and grant all allies a shield that absorbs damage equal to her attack. So we're gonna load her up with attack for sure with everything you can see here. I still don't know if she's the one I wanna start the game with out of all the ones I've read through here. I think I really like this one. I also like her because she can do damage, additional damage if she has higher HP. She'll restore HP if she's below. Sounds pretty strong to me. I just like damage dealers, but a frontline damage dealer is actually usually a very easy and lazy way to play the game. This one, she's not healing herself. Like, she's gonna do damage. She's gonna be amazing at doing damage, it sounds like. And she's going to activate her skills more often along with the increased attack, or the haste. But she's not going to be able to keep herself alive. And that's what I need in the beginning. I need to be able to stay alive. So for me, Catherine was great. Like, she would be great for the whole entire team. But is she going to do damage if the rest of them fall over? Whereas this one would. I might be stuck trying out Ira. Let me know down below. You guys tell me, what are you going to start this game with? Good luck with everything. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. I will see you all in a video soon.